What's up, y'all?
What's going on, everybody?
We're Embrace the Suck 21.
Yes, we are.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And at the time of this release, we have finished the jailbreak of Father Ted on YouTube. In so many of the comments, y'all have been asking us to check out Ardal or Hannon's stand-up from Live at the Apollo.
O'Hanlon.
O'Hanlon? I can't pronounce it. Ardal O'Hanlon.
Cool.
I'm sure someone will correct us down below.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But anyway, I love the title. Is he that stupid in real life?
I love that. Oh my god, I love that.
Let's find out. How about it?
I'm down. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Live at the Apollo! Yay! My name is Ardal. It is a real name. I am a real person. Don't worry, nobody ever gets my name right. Call me all sorts of things, Harry and Arnold and Aaron and Anal. That was one, genuinely. Yes, I heard that over a tannoy system at a theatre in Norwich. Could Anal come to the stage door, please? Lovely. Me being so passive, I just turn up and go, yeah, it's me, Anal. What do you want? Of course, a lot of people call me Dougal.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
simply because of a character that I played in a sitcom many years ago. And just before I start, I'd like to get something off my chest, if you don't mind. Because of that character that I played in this show called Father Ted, a lot of people think I'm actually stupid. I'm the stupidest person in the world, and they feel sorry for me. Only last week someone stopped my wife in the street and said, "Is he as stupid in real life?" I don't mind, but I was standing right beside her at the time. I was talking to her like she's my carer, not just my wife. And this is a true story, and I'm going to tell you this and then I'm going to move on. A couple of years ago, I was in a taxi. I arrived at Dublin Airport. I live in Dublin, and I jumped into a taxi, and I asked the taxi driver to take me home. I gave him the address. I didn't just assume he knew where I lived. And the taxi driver just wanted to talk about this show that I was in, Father Ted, and he was looking at me with pity, and he actually asked me at one point, he said, "Do you remember being in it?" This is my life. People wonder why I do this. Why I travel up and down the country week in, week out, try to convince strangers that I'm a normal, intelligent human being. Well, that's the reason. Anyway, I'm in the taxi, and I'm trying to change the subject to anything at all, sport or politics, and I'm trying to impress the taxi driver with my knowledge, and I'm using big words to impress him, like utensil and testosterone, and we were getting on fine.
I'm sorry, just hearing him, I hear Dougal.
Yeah.
Like, he seems an intelligent man. I will try and give him credit for that. That's just, when you've seen him as only one type of thing, it distorts your perception of him.
Like, when you do a character so well, that is your character. That is, like, unfortunately, like, you do it so well, you pigeonhole yourself for the rest of your life.
Right, you're basically typecast for the rest of your life.
Like, Rowan Atkinson will always be Mr. Bean.
Yeah, or Blackadder.
Or Blackadder, but for me, Bean, because I got to Rowan Atkinson as Mr. Bean first.
Right, and Jason Alexander, he'll always be George Costanza.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the character he's best known for, and he unfortunately pigeonholed himself.
Yeah, but he did a great job as Dougal. The show wouldn't have worked without him.
Right.
So it's just like a double-edged sword.
Right.
So, man, I like that. I like using big words like utensil and testosterone. Oh, God.
We're about 20 minutes into the journey. This is absolutely true. I suddenly remembered that I have a car.
Oh, God.
Some of you are ahead of me. And 3 days previously, I parked my car at the airport car park.
Oh, no.
And I just couldn't tell him. I couldn't bring myself to tell him. I know how the world works. One little slip up, you'd never be allowed to forget it. "Oh, sorry, could you turn around? I'm such a big fool." No. I know he'd be telling everyone, "Oh, you'd never believe who I had in the car, that feckin' Egypt from Father Ted." So I let the driver take me all the way home. And as soon as he was out of sight, I called another taxi and I went back to the airport.
Oh my God.
That's my life, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not sure if that story has convinced you beyond doubt that I'm not stupid. You just have to take my word for it. I'm just forgetful. I don't know if it's age or gender or stress or what. I don't know if this ever happens to you. Sometimes I go into a room to get something. By the time I've got inside the room, I've completely forgotten what it is I'm looking for. I see a lamp there or something, I think, feck it, that'll do. Walking around with a lamp for the next 20 minutes. So it's great to be here at the Apollo. Yeah! But I am a little bit conflicted because, let's face it, this is showing off. And, look at me, listen to what I have to say, and where I come from, there is nothing worse than showing off. Honestly, it's right up there with armed robbery. Everyone hates show-offs. To this day, people in my town won't wear high-vis vests. People think they're showing off. Oh, look at him there. He just wants everyone to see him holding the stop-go sign.
It's like I saw this one comment recently under one of the Father Ted reactions. Like, this must have been an Irishman because it's like, I know it's rude to show off, but I knew the one father from the one that looked like me, apparently. And the way he started it off, it's like, tell me you're Irish without telling me.
Yep. They're like which is funny because I would never pin them like that.
No.
Like the Canada of Europe.
Yeah, are they in the Canada of Europe?
I don't think so. I would never say that, but yeah, they're super nice, which is not a fault.
Right.
It's not a fault at all, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And when I was about 8 years old, I remember my mother. She made spaghetti bolognese for the family. Big treat, yeah. But she was nervous. She warned us all, don't tell anyone about the spaghetti bolognese.
What?
She was so afraid the neighbours would think we were showing off. Oh, you hear the O'Hanlons have gone all Italian. Next to be throwing tomatoes at each other and showing affection in public. Painting frescoes on the ceilings of churches, the big show-offs. Of course, you couldn't keep that a secret for long. Word got out, we were known as the Mussolini O'Hanlons for the next 2 years. Every time we left the house, here comes Mussolini. Hilarious. Of course, the person that came up with that name, everyone turned on them. Oh, look at you, showing off your knowledge of 20th century dictators.
I guess maybe now the Canada thing is not a good analogy because I know people in my own life. It's like one time someone brought to a family get-together, like just a regular get-together, like 3 buckets of KFC chicken. And,
oh, man.
And someone said to him, "What's up, Donald Trump?"
Yeah.
This was before 2016.
Gotcha. Yep. Just, oh, look, they must be made of money.
Yeah.
Showing it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
But spaghetti and meat sauce? That's showing off?
Hey, people show off in different ways, man.
I guess so. Maybe we're just so privileged here in America.
Yeah. Good for them. Good for them to have the money to make spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah. Come on.
And he was known as the historian for the rest of his life. Here comes the historian. And the person that came up with that name, everyone turned on them. Oh, look at you, showing off your ability to come up with appropriate nicknames. And she was known as the nicknamer. Yeah. And the person that came up with that name, he was just a smart arse prick. But, and he was drowned. Now,
He was drowned.
business. So, why do I do this? We're living in a period of tremendous change. I was in a cocktail bar in London not so long ago. £17.50 for a gin and tonic.
What?
Some of you aren't batting an eyelid. What sort of people are you? £17.50! How could you enjoy that on any level whatsoever? No matter how salubrious the surroundings were, no matter how brilliant the company, you'd be sitting there furious all night. For fuck's sake, $17.50 for this? No matter what, you're celebrating $17.50, can you believe it? God be with the days, not that long ago. You could get an ordinary gin and tonic in an ordinary glass, little twist of lemon, got the job done, and by all accounts helped to prevent malaria. Now you go to these cocktail bars, you're given a menu and a tutorial by some fellow with 3 or 4 beards and a curly moustache.
Oh.
Looks like he's just taken a year off from exploring the Congo. And the drink arrives.
So it's not just here in America
No.
in the bougie areas, the Arlingtonian,
Yeah.
like Towson types of places. They're also in London as well. These bearded hipster types.
Yeah.
That's why with me, I just keep it like this. I mean, like when it's like cold out, I'll grow it out a little more, but I don't do much with it. You know, I just keep it up.
Well, yeah, dude, it was funny because yesterday I got Holly had ordered some Italian, right?
Some spaghetti bolognese.
No, we're not rich. Are you crazy? no. And the guy working, the manager there, had like the beard, but with the handlebar and the ponytail, and like the clothes from Baby Gap, right? and he was like, and his like pants didn't like fit right. They all like only went up to the top of his ankles, and he had bright red socks. And I'm like, this guy. I'm not judging him. I'm I'm just saying. He looked like something straight out of Lord of the fucking Rings. I'm like, what are you? Are you like the NPC? Am I supposed to meet you? You send me on a quest? Is this what happens? I just want my food, dude. So no, I get that. I encountered one of them recently, so I had to share that story. Real life story.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Arrives in a big vase full of chopped vegetables and herbs and all sorts of detritus. I'm pretty sure there was a bit of tuna floating around in there. Looked like Gwyneth Paltrow's lunch. Are we mugs? Are we fools? But apparently it's premium gin, made from rare botanicals and special berries found only in the esophagus of a dead fawn, and premium ice as well, and made from the frozen tears of a feckin' seal. I don't know. I asked the half man, half beard. I said, why? Come on. Come clean. Why the extortionate price? And he explained to me, you see, it's not just a drink. This is what he said. Not just a drink. It's an experience. All of this, the chandeliers, the banquettes, the panpipes, my waistcoat. Go on ahead, feel it. It's velour. Oh, everything.
Panpipes.
It's an experience. I said, thank you, and now I know. I was on the way home. I tried to explain that to the police officer who breathalyzed me. I wasn't drinking. I just had a few experiences. And while we're here, I want to report a robbery. £17.50. People are so easily offended.
I love that. Because I've seen that. Like, especially, DC, all the bougie places, like, it's an experience.
Yep.
Do you need a menu? Are you a crass son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Are you... Oh, no, it's an experience.
Yep.
I just want to get fucked up to drown away the regular, everyday toils of being a fucking adult.
But those people don't go to those places to get fucked up.
No.
Because they're adults, like the rest of us, and they drink their tears away in the shower.
Yes. Shower beers.
I was like, you don't do that? Am I the only one that cries in the shower? No.
I do too.
Bastards.
I do too.
No, I'm just saying, like, to drown your tears away, you don't go to a 5-star restaurant. You go to a hole-in-the-wall bar. You know?
Or over there, a pub.
A pub.
A proper pub.
Yeah.
And odds are good over there, from what we've learned, there'll be someone there that you could talk to about this shit.
And if not, you'll make someone there to talk to.
Yeah, you'll make a friend.
Yep.
Alright, so he left off, was like, I was accused, everyone's offended.
Everyone's offended.
Here we go.
People are so easily offended nowadays, aren't they? Some people are permanently outraged. I was holding a door open for someone the other day. I was accused of being sexist. How do you like that? Thank you very much, but that's a bit sexist. And I'm going, well, I didn't know you were a woman.
shit.
Didn't help the situation, but I didn't. I mean, it's just a common courtesy. I don't look at the person I'm holding the door open for. It's me who should have been offended, like she's making assumptions about me and, what's she implying, that I'm sexist or patronizing or worse, I don't know. If only she knew my genuine interest in population flow through buildings. It's a real passion of mine. How do you convey that to someone? We need to get a sense of proportion. If I stood in front of the door and said, no, sorry, you can't come in here, you should be at home having a baby, that's sexist, and I wouldn't say that. Not everything can be reduced to gender politics. This was mostly about hinges. The less times you open and close a door during the day, the longer the hinges are going to last. Why don't people know that? Why don't women know that? Now, that is sexist, but I only said it to illustrate a point. Come on, people. Obviously, you've got to be careful about what you say and do. I know men now who think before they speak, and that's a welcome development. Yeah. I'm from Generation X. I'm getting on a bit. I spent a good part of this summer actually working on my bucket list. Trying to think of things to do before it's too late. I had to tear up the first attempt at the bucket list. It was just too negative. Just a list of people I wanted to kill. Not really in the spirit of the exercise. I'm actually working on an alternative to a bucket list. Something I think you'll like, something you'll use in your own life. It's a list of things I've no intention of ever doing. It's cheaper and it's more achievable. It's more of a fuck it list,
Oh, come on.
I like that.
I think I've said that to you before. I don't have a bucket list. I have a bucket list.
Bucket list. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
I would pay tickets to see
Dougal.
Dougal.
It's just easier.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say his
easier.
name. Ardal O'Hanlon.
Anal.
Anal.
Anal O'Hanlon. You heard it here first. We fixed his name.
Yeah, Dougal.
Dougal.
Yeah.
Man.
I hope he tours America.
I
Please.
hope so, man.
Please
so.
tour America. Anal.
Anal's on tour. What? Oh, God.
Action and ticking items off the list as you don't do them. Run a marathon. Fuck it, I don't think I will. Machu Picchu. Fuck it, it's too far away. Stay at home and play the panpipes. Learn Mandarin. Fuck it, I'll get by with my O-level French. I think it's very important that people act their age. That's the crucial thing. I have friends now who are trying to stay in touch with contemporary music. Did you hear the latest Stormzy album? No, of course not. It's none of my business. I have one friend, he quotes Stormzy lyrics to me in the coffee shop. I was 14 in the hood with the gangsters. You can't be a dickhead in my hood or you get bantered. I'm going, you're 47 for feck's sake. You're a white man. You're an estate agent. Would you ever grow up? We had punk and new wave and Radiohead. We had our turn. Young people don't like you listening to the music. It upsets them. Unless Stormzy is singing about bladder problems, or fantasizing about running away with the Pilates instructor. It's none of your business. You have a lot of middle-aged people now going to the outdoor festivals, Glastonbury and Latitude, hoovering up the valuable tickets at the expense of the young people. You know who you are. I'm sure there's some of you out there. We see you with your stools and your blankets and your Sudoku puzzles and your backpacks full of Prosecco and various types of cheese and wandering around with the timetable in case they miss Kendrick Lamar on the main stage. Glamping in luxury tents in yurts, depriving some Mongolian herdsman of a home. All the young people are sleeping in their own vomit. That's how you do it. Go home and act your age and stick on the Ardal album. It's not going to listen to itself. I miss the certainties of childhood. That's what I miss. The world is round. There's 9 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and the other ones. And there's a God, and he's a good God, and he loves you. But, of course, you soon realize that life is just a series of disappointments. First big disappointment in the average child's life is when they find out Santi doesn't exist. I refused to believe it for a long time. It wasn't until I had kids myself, I had to get them the presents, I realized there is no Santa. I'm Santa. And then, of course, it's one kick in the guts after another. No Santa, no tooth fairy. I learned the hard way. I was rummaging around in my father's wardrobe, found his wand and his tutu. His big pile of money. No Santa, no tooth fairy. God, oh, who knows? I consoled myself. I still had my friend Eamon, my best friend, my closest confidant. But you know what's coming? I find out that Eamon is an imaginary friend. I'm actually getting emotional talking about it. I'll never forget the day my brother Frank told me with great relish that Eamon didn't exist. He was just a figment of my imagination. I was devastated. When crying to my mother, she put her arms around me and she said, "It's true. And you know who else isn't real? Your brother Frank."
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, so that's why he's a comedian.
Yeah. That kind of childhood, you know, you only have two paths in life. Is
Yeah.
comedian or
Serial killer.
serial killer. I guess three. A dumb priest on a sitcom in the 90s.
There you go.
Yeah.
I never got over the loss of my imaginary brother Frank, I'll tell you. I never understood the mystery of carrot cake.
What?
Carrot in a cake. Seriously. Like, there are 42 types of cake available in the shops, and yet some people choose carrot cake. Like, what is going on? I mean, cake is supposed to be a treat. It's your birthday. You have a slice of cake. You're sad. You console yourself with cake. Whereas a carrot is something you stick in a snowman's face, or you might hollow it out to make a hash pipe in an emergency, but that's about it. But I know the reason. I know why it's so popular, so ubiquitous. It's for people who love cake but feel bad about eating it. Yes, it's cake for guilty people. It's Catholic cake.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, who intentionally orders
No one.
carrot cake?
No one. Just how no one chooses the freaking oatmeal raisin cookies.
I like oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, I always get them by mistake, though. I think they're chocolate chip.
Right, because you're expecting a chocolate chip.
Yeah, because those are normal cookies.
Right. And
And then I get an oatmeal raisin, and I just, like, I hate humanity.
yeah, because you're expecting one thing, and then you get a completely different thing.
Yep.
And now you're upset.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
You're in the bakery, and you're there, and you're thinking to yourself, will I have the creamy, delicious sponge cake? No, I shouldn't. I mustn't. I'm a bad person for even thinking about it. I'll just have a slice of horrible cake instead, and hopefully I won't enjoy it. And then I won't feel so bad. I'll just have the cake with the root vegetables in it. And hopefully it'll make me a little bit sick, and then I'll feel much better about myself. And it's full of fibre, and the fibre is good for me. It'll offset the sugar and the fat. And the fibre will help me excrete it really quickly before it gives me any pleasure whatsoever. Sure, I might as well stab myself in the eye with a fork so as I won't be able to see cake anymore. That'll teach me to be so greedy. We Catholics are very well adjusted. I'm not really religious, but I was brought up Catholic. And people often ask me, like, do I suffer from the so-called Catholic guilt? As if there's a choice in the matter. No, I won't bother with the guilt. Thanks very much. I'll just have the fear. That'll be grand. People often ask me to describe this guilt. It is a real thing, a real sensation. As a Catholic person, you're born with a little jockey on your back. You can't see him, but he's there all the time. From the day you're born till the day you die, this little jockey straddling your neck and holding on to your hair and whispering in your ear, oh, Jesus, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Oh, you're for it now, you dirty, dirty bastard. And this is just because you're eating crisps or something, you know, or trying on your wife's bra. It's so unfair. Other nationalities don't have the guilt. The English, I envy you. You don't have this burden of guilt. Granted, you're very apologetic. You say sorry a lot. I like that. I actually came across this survey recently. The average English person, man or woman, says sorry 2 million times in his or her life. Still not enough, but it's a start. Sorry. The only people more apologetic than the English are, in fact, the Irish. Most sentences in Ireland begin with the word sorry. Like you go into a restaurant, your first instinct would be, sorry, would you have a table? Would that be okay? Everything. Even if you're annoyed with someone, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize. And this happened to me when I was about 18. I was on a bus one day when I was mugged. You don't expect that. I was sitting upstairs on my own. This man sits beside me. There was all these empty seats, but he chose to sit beside me. I knew I was in trouble. And he pulled out a knife and he demanded all my money, and I gave him whatever I had. And then I heard myself apologizing to him. Sorry, I've only got a fiver. But get this, he apologized to me. He said, I'm really sorry I had to do that, but I have a bit of a drug problem. And I went, I'm sorry to hear that. It was a very moving experience, and we're still in touch.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, that was...
You wouldn't expect that from Dougal.
I love that. That was great. That was the perfect Dougal stand-up.
Yeah, automatic 2 thumbs up for that one.
That was
like,
awesome.
Come on, this is like the perfect thing besides the documentary to end the Father Ted journey with us. Like this.
Oh,
So he's actually quite smart.
he's very witty.
Yeah.
Very, very witty in a stupid way. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's just Dougal to me. Oh my God, but he's so funny.
Yeah, I know, but you can actually hold a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And you know, you're like, have you heard of this? No.
No. Oh God, Father Ted, man.
That's what I think of every time.
God.
Oh, is this thing? No.
I did. Oh, Father Dougal.
Yeah.
Father Dougal, man. That was awesome. That was awesome.
God, our anal O'Hanlon, Ardal O'Hanlon,
Anal O'Hannon.
O'Hannon. Please tour America.
Yes. Yes, please.
We want you over here, please. Make it happen.
Yep. Yep. Has to, man. I'll be there.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Somewhere around to subscribe and watch another video. Wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your ass, blow your nose, embrace the suck.
Unplug and do something epic, guys.
See y'all in the next one.
Later.
Fellas, we could be that mistake. Let's do this.